Hello everybody, Dr. Lisa Thompson here of the Digital Marketing Doctor, and welcome to the second video in our series on lead generation strategies using Google+. In this video, we are going to talk about positioning yourself in the marketplace, giving yourself a reason to exist. Now, I learned this technique from a very successful internet marketer named Ryan Deiss. And I want to just touch briefly what we talked about in the first video, where I mentioned how 95% of internet marketers fail at making less than $500 a month in their online business, and the majority of those make nothing. And that's really sad. And one of the big reasons people aren't making money online is because they don't know how to position themselves in their marketplace. And that's what we're going to talk about right now, the reason to exist. Now, this is what Ryan Deiss says. The reason to exist does not mean you are the expert in the market. It means you have to have a tremendous passion, not only for your market, but for your product. And this is what's going to set you apart from your competition and really answers the question, why should I listen to you? Now, what I really want you to think about this is think about, you're at a state fair and you are going through one of their big demonstration buildings, and you have all these pitchmen, pitching you their product, like pitching you Ginsu knives, or they're pitching you on the world's greatest brownie making machine, or the best blender, or what have you. And you're walking through that demonstration booth, and you're not obviously going to stop at all of them. You're only going to really stop at the ones that really stand out and say, why should I listen to you? And the reason I say that is giving you this example here of walking through a demonstration building at the state fair is that this is what you're also seeing online. When your customers are going to, whether it's a Facebook group or they're going to a Google Plus community, they're looking, or any online marketing forum, they're looking for something to help them solve a problem. And they're looking for someone that will speak to them. And that really knows what they're going through as far as pain. And what we need to do is that you've got to be able to figure out how you're going to step in front of them to help them solve their problem. Now, there's 3 ways you can do this. You can position yourself as the expert. Now, this means you have the knowledge and you are the person. Now, and the way I only recommend that you become the expert is if you have had success already. So an example of this would be, let's say someone's promoting, you're promoting a nutritional opportunity, and you're a chiropractor, and you've been a chiropractor for maybe 20 years, and you know the industry, you know the concerns, you know what's going on with people as far as health and nutrition. You could definitely position yourself as the expert there. You can also, if you are somebody who's built a huge organization or you've generated an X amount of sales, that also puts you as an expert. The one thing you should never do is fake it until you make it. And that was a big mistake I made in my first foray into online marketing back in 1997. I was trying to be somebody I wasn't, and people pick up on that. And you know what, folks? They pick up on that even online. This is the key concept to remember here, is you need to position yourself that is congruent to who you are at the present moment. I'm going to say that again. You need to position yourself that is congruent to who you are at the present moment. This is very, very important. Okay, now this doesn't mean that you can never be an expert. You can get there. It's just going to take some time. And with a little bit of time, and you know what to do, you're going to wind up becoming an expert. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So if you're not an expert yet, don't use this, okay? Be genuine. The second type of positioning yourself in the market, according to Ryan Deiss, is the average Joe. And this is also honest to who you are. So basically it goes like this. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm excited right now and I want to share with you what I've learned. Now, I've seen many people, online marketers, network marketers, make great success positioning yourself as an average Joe just by your sincere excitement and passion for your product, the industry, and the opportunity. But there is one little caveat if you're going to go the average Joe. Sometimes that excitement can get to the point where it can be overbearing and you can overwhelm the customer. So there's kind of a fine line if you're going to be doing the average Joe. The third way to position yourself in the marketplace is the reporter. And this is the one that I highly recommend a lot of people take, especially if they're new to online marketing. It is, I am not the expert, but I know someone who is. And a great example of this is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. If you have ever read that book, it's so phenomenal. And if you haven't read that book, I highly recommend that you do. It will really open your eyes to the really time-tested strategies for success. And what Napoleon Hill did, he wasn't a successful businessman. He wasn't even a wealthy entrepreneur, but what he did is he went and he interviewed the most successful businessmen during his time. And one of them was Andrew Carnegie, who was a billionaire. And he just sat down and Andrew Carnegie spilled his guts and Napoleon Hill just wrote it all down as to what success was. Now, what is great about the reporter too is I'm in a lead generation program called My Lead System Pro. It is probably one of the best lead generation tool systems you will ever have. And if you want to know more about it, please contact me on Facebook and I will give you more details. But anyway, with MLSP, what they offer is that these free Wednesday night webinar trainings for both members and non-members alike. And these are from people who are 6- and 7-figure earners in the industry. And all of them have varying levels of expertise in different areas of online marketing and network marketing. And as a matter of fact, at the time of this recording, they're doing a free webinar training tonight from one of the best Facebook marketers on the planet. She knows how to build a 7-figure business with Facebook, and she's going to be teaching people how to use Facebook to generate leads. And then basically all we do is you say to somebody, you make a connection with them and say, hey, what's your lead generation strategy? And they'll say, I'm doing really, it's going okay, it's kind of going slow, I'm using Facebook, but I'm not getting as success as fast as I am and as I should. And then you can come back with a follow-up saying, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm struggling too, but I came across this great free training that happens every Wednesday night, and tonight's training is about Facebook, and it's from one of the top Facebook marketers on the planet. She makes a 7-figure business earner using Facebook marketing strategies. There is no sales pitch. It's 100% pure content. If you want the link, let me know. And that's as simple as it is. So here's what I want you to do for an assignment tonight. I want you to sit back and really think about, how are you positioning yourself in the marketplace right now? Are you positioning yourself as the expert, the average Joe, or the reporter? Really think about right now where you are. Okay, I'm going to bring this screen up again to the expert where it says position yourself that is congruent to who you are right now. Who are you right now and where are you in your business? Are you the expert, the average Joe, or the reporter? Make a decision and do it today to decide how you're going to enter the marketplace. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below this video. And in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to create your custom gravatar of understanding your customers. We'll talk soon, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.